This Japanese man is a highly esteemed scholar and a university professor. He found his way to Islam through one powerful verse of the Quran. What sparked his journey and which verse transformed his life? How did he come across it? All these answers await you in this video. But before diving into the incredible details, let me remind you of something significant. The Quran is a miraculous gift to humanity, filled with wisdom and guidance. Yet sadly, many of us fail to recognize its true value. The Quran contains numerous statements that have been validated by modern science, proving it to be a divine revelation. How could someone from the 7th century possess knowledge that aligns with modern discoveries? Beyond this, Allah Himself issues a timeless challenge in the Quran. He says that if anyone doubts the Quran is from Him, they should produce just one chapter like it. Despite this challenge being issued over 14 centuries ago, no one has been able to meet it. Not even the eloquent poets and speakers of Mecca at the time. Consider this. Umar ibn al-Khattab, one of the greatest companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was once a staunch enemy of Islam. Yet, after reading a single verse of the Quran, his heart softened and he embraced Islam. The verse that changed his life was, "Innani ana Allahu la ilaha illa ana fa'budni wa aqimis salata li dhikri." Indeed, I am Allah. There is no deity except me, so worship me and establish prayer for my remembrance. When Umar read this, he immediately recognized the divine truth and declared, "This is indeed the word of God." Now let's turn our attention to our story. His name is Dr. Atsushi Kamal Okuda. He is a professor specializing in political systems at Keio University in Tokyo. Like Umar, Dr. Okuda's life was transformed by just one verse of the Quran. Before discovering Islam, he admits his life lacked purpose, and he was consumed by immorality. His journey began with a search for truth. As a dedicated researcher, he studied various religions, hoping to find answers to life's biggest questions. However, after years of searching, he became disheartened. None of the texts he explored provided the clarity he sought, until he stumbled upon an article written by a Muslim scholar. The article discussed the harmony between the Quran and modern science, and one particular verse caught Dr. Okuda's attention. It was about the creation of mankind. The verse says, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِنْ حَمَإٍ مَسْنُونٍ. And indeed, we created man from sounding clay of altered black, smooth mud. At first glance, this verse might appear simple, but to an open-minded reader, it conveys profound truths. For Dr. Okuda, it was a revelation. This single verse redefined his understanding of life, humanity, and Islam. It made him realize that all humans are created from the same substance, mud, emphasizing the equality of all people. It was a humbling realization that shattered notions of arrogance and superiority. At this point, Dr. Okuda began to see Islam not just as a religion, but as a path advocating equality, peace, and purpose. He dedicated himself to learning more about Islam. Although he was not yet Muslim, the Quran became his guide, shaping his character and relationships. He started treating others with more kindness and respect, and his students even noticed a dramatic change in his demeanor. Determined to understand the Quran in its original language, Dr. Okuda traveled to Syria to study Arabic. There he met Muslims whose character deeply impressed him. This experience allowed him to grasp the essence of Islam more profoundly. Eventually, Dr. Okuda embraced Islam. Today, he is not only a practicing Muslim, but also a passionate preacher spreading Islam across Japan. He feels it is his responsibility to share the blessings of Islam with others. When asked about his favorite verse, Dr. Okuda highlights the 153rd verse of Quran chapter 6. وَأَنَّ هَذَا صِرَاطِي مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا السُّبُلَ فَتَفَرَّقَ بِكُمْ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ. Indeed, this is my path, perfectly straight. So follow it, and do not follow other ways, for they will lead you away from his way. He explains that this verse offers a powerful message for humanity. By following the path of righteousness, we can create a peaceful and unified world. Dr. Okuda's story is a testament to the transformative power of the Quran. It shows how one verse, read with sincerity, can illuminate the path to truth and change a person's life forever.